All right, so for the rest of the year, my goal is to pass an eval a week, but I'm not quite sure yet how I'm going to do it. So together, me and you are going to plan this out. We're going to walk through the purpose of why I want to take an eval every single week. We're going to walk through exactly the plan that I have to go about passing these evals every single week. We're going to go over some rules that I need to maintain in order to give me the best chance of passing these evals. So at the end, we have a full in-depth plan of how we're going to go about doing this. If you're new here, my name is Shangab. I've been day trading futures for the last 2 years, and I've been trading overall for the last 4. My biggest insecurity when it comes to trading is that I've yet to gain a single payout. So this year, my goal is to change that completely. I want to go from $0 in payouts to $73,000 in payouts. Now, 73,000 is a very specific number, and the reason why is because $73,000 would be 24% more than what I made at my job last year annually. However, there is a catch. I don't want to go over spending $10,000 when it comes to prop firm expenses. My goal is to document this journey authentically as I go throughout the year and hopefully get some payouts along the way. So subscribe if you want to see if I surpass my annual income from trading payouts this year alone. With introductions out the way, let's talk about why I'm looking to take an evaluation every single week. The whole reason why I'm looking to do a prop firm challenge a week instead of like copy trading 5 is because I want to get as many chances at bat as possible. So I'm going to draw this out to kind of best explain it. So when you trade or when you copy trade, usually majority of the times, people are copy trading 5 accounts at once. And let's say each of these 5 accounts are costing about $19.70. So we know that about our total, give or take, is about 1970 times 5 equals 98.5. So 98.5 is what our cost would be. So let's say for the example, we're trading 5 accounts at once, and we have a pass rate, a generous pass rate of, let's say 20%. We have a 20% pass rate. That means out of every 5 attempts, we're passing 1. So that really means we'd have to spend $98 or $98.5 times 5, which would give us a total of about $492.50 pass 1 go. And then let's say we still had that 20% pass rate and it takes us 5 attempts or 5 funded account attempts in order to just get a payout. So that's really 492 times 5. So a total, we would have spent $2,460 to get our first payout. Now, given that we would have 5 accounts, of course, this first payout would be, if we get the maximum total, be $10,000. But here's the thing. This right here is a problem for me. I'm not willing to spend $2,400 just to get my first payout. So the reason why I'm taking basically a challenge account per week is because it allows me to take this total right here, or this, and kind of just break it up a little bit. So if I take a challenge a week, that means each week I'll be spending $19.50 or 70 cents. Each week I'll be spending $19.70, so that's 20 bucks per account. Now let's say, okay, cool, we still have the same 20% pass rate. My total to get funded would be $98.50 to get funded. And then now you could do this times 5, right? Ooh, that's ugly. Times 5, right? And now you should just make it easy. $500 to get your first payout. If it's $2,000, you're already making a profit of $1,500. This is more like it. I'm willing to spend $500 to get my first payout. That's an amount that I'm comfortable with. Hence why I'm now taking a prop firm eval challenge per week. Now, let's go ahead and get into the plan, right? Because that's probably the most important thing. So the plan is very, very, very simple, right? We're going to target 50K accounts with Apex because Apex usually has the cheapest upfront cost, at least, when it comes to getting evals. It's usually around, if you can catch a 90% promotion, it's usually around 20 bucks a pop, 20 bucks per, which is pretty good. Now on these eval accounts, I plan to trade it pretty aggressively, which means that I'm trading 2 mini contracts per, and my daily loss limit would be 1,200, but my also daily take profit would also be 1,200. So realistically, I'll be shooting for 30 points up and then shooting for 30 points down as far as like a stop loss and whatnot. So this gives me a plan, right? As far as daily loss limit, daily take profit. I know exactly like what I'm looking for. I know I'm looking for the apex. My edge comes from when they're 90% off. I can take advantage of that. right? When they're 90% off, that's when I'm looking to pull a trigger on getting some. And majority of times I'll just kind of buy them in bulk and then just trade them per week. So that means like my monthly eval costs, right, for evaluations will just cap out at $100, right? And then like, if of course not including activation fees, but if I get one of them to pay out, then, or not one of them, if I get one of them to funded, then the eval activation fee, of course, has to kind of be taken into account. So that's, as far as like plan, that's what I have planned so far. I'm gonna target the 50K evals with Apex, and then I'm just gonna risk 2 mini contracts. I'm looking for a daily loss limit of 1,200, a daily take profit of 1,200. Now these aren't set in rules because I also have a time stop in play as well. So like my time stop is always 10:30 Eastern. It'll either be like I'll either hit my daily loss limit or take profit, or like I'll stop trading at 10:30, right? So like these are like my when I stop trading rules. And to kind of like help out a little bit, visualize, I don't know if I've shown you guys this before. My quant tower, I do have essentially a points calculator right here. I have a points calculator, so it tells me like how many points I'm up and down. Right now I'm trading funded accounts, so my targets are 35 and 40. This is optimized for my 30%, or the 30% consistency rule with legacy accounts still. Now I feel like we should go over like some of the rules, right? So the rules are very, very simple. Like one, I'm risking per trade 2 mini contracts, no more, no less. I noticed that if I kind of trade more, I'll like blow the account very quickly. And if I kind of trade less, it'll take me forever to even get to a point to like where like we're either close to passing or close to failing. So rule number one, of course, is two mini contracts. Rule number two is that no eval should go over 5+ rating days. Now, of course, my goal is to pass or fail these funded eval accounts in 5 days. I don't want to go over that time period because then eval start to get to overlapping, and that's not what I'm looking to do. So my goal is to be done with these evals in 5 days. If I get to the 4th and 5th day and I'm kind of just like teetering around break even, I will lever up to 3 mini contracts, and hey, we'll see what happens, right? I'm taking a very aggressive approach because like I know my upside or my downside is capped at $100 a month when it comes to evaluations. So, right, I'm going to play these aggressively knowing that my upside can be infinite. So now the third rule is that I am every single week have a new eval. So new eval, ugly, every week. This allows me to be detached from the result or outcome of any account, whether it's in a funded account, a eval account, whatever it is. And like last but not least, rule number 4 is that I have a maximum allotment per month for prop firms of $500. I will not go over my maximum allotment of $500 when it comes to prop firms. $500 is also including like not, I know we also talk about like prop firm evals, right? So prop evals, but also I really got to work on my E's, but also activation fees. So if I think about it, right? If I catch a 90% promotion, right? Realistically, if I catch a 90% promotion, the most that I'll spend on prop firm evals in a month would be $100. So that leaves $400 in the tank left for like, let's say I pass all 4 or 5 of these accounts and I need money for evaluations. I have that 400 there ready to be in use. But $500, right? There's 9 months left in the year. So let's do 5 times 9, which equals, ooh, that's an ugly 9, which equals 45. So that means I would at most this year spend $4,500 when it comes to prop firm evaluation costs. No, sorry, not prop firm evaluation costs, prop firm expenses in general, which is way below my evil, and I'll just draw this down here, evil $10,000 villain. Right, my goal, you remember like in the beginning of the video, I don't want to go over $10,000 when it comes to prop firm expenses. So with that out the way, I have the math done, right? If I just maximum $500 per eval, or $500 per month when it comes to prop firm expenses. At the end of the year, 9 months being left, I'll have 4,500 maximum that I've spent on prop firms. And if you kind of look at it, which would be kind of neat, all I really need is 2 to 3 maximum payouts. So 2 to 3 maximum payouts would be like $2,000 per payout. 2,000 times 3 puts me at 6,000 in payouts to be like break even for the year, which puts a lot of room and gives me a lot of opportunity to reinvest. But again, remember, our goal isn't 6,000. Our goal is not 6,000. Our goal is very, very lofty. It's at 73,000. So we got to remember to spend as much time in funded accounts as possible. So what does this mean for you, the viewer, right? Why does this even matter? Well, you just got my plan of how I'm planning to go about passing an evaluation every single week, pass or fail in this case. You get to see every single week what the status of my journey is. Every single week, I'll either upload me passing or failing an account and upload the lessons that I learned while trading that evaluation at the same time. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Kind of a short, quick, straight to the point video. You guys know my motto, you know what I'm saying? Be a problem solver. And I will see you guys in the next video, which will probably be me either talking about passing or failing evaluation. See you guys next time. Until the last time. Yeah, it's 9:45 p.m. I'm recording late for you guys, so make sure to like and subscribe.